guys, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Megan.
And I am Myra. Welcome back to another week.
Yes, we are officially in the second week of November, a couple of weeks out from Thanksgiving, and we are just, the holiday season is just rolling around, and I just could not be more excited. I love it.
I know, I'm super excited. I just posted a kind of holiday-ish reel of me making some coffee, and so many people are like, I appreciate you being in the spirit. I'm not there yet. So I'm like, I guess I'll keep being Santa Claus and spreading the holiday cheer everywhere because I'm here.
Period. Same.
I am so excited for it.
I am too. I have been reposting a lot of really hilarious TikToks that are just truly detailing for the people that Thanksgiving does not get a month. And that is not a controversial, unpopular opinion. It is what opinion. It is. It's the opinion. Like, right. And it's like, it's okay if you don't agree with it. I promise I don't need to hear about why in my DMs. Thankfully, nobody has done this. People don't be getting in my DMs, or they be getting in your DMs trying to mansplain everything to you, but they don't do this. And don't start now. You're not invited to.
Yeah, I don't know. And another PSA, because I had to go on my stories yesterday with the PSA for Harry Potter. Like, I think people took that me not reading the books means that they had to explain the books to me. And no, you ain't got to. I promise you, it's fine. I understand I'm not going to get everything. It's okay. Yep. You don't have to explain it to me. Yep. And I get everybody means well and they're excited or whatever.
They definitely mean well, yes. Yeah. But
y'all gotta remember, I'm getting I literally legit got about 15 long ass DMs about it. It's overwhelming.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that is very, very wild,
including the Planners and Wild ones. But
yeah, I don't really understand that, to be honest, because like when me and you were kind of talking about it, I was like, there are tons of things that I know that a lot of people don't know, but unless people, and I didn't mean to sound like super smart when I said that, it's just, some people know things, other people don't. Everything. Everybody doesn't know everything, yes. But it's just like, if I come across somebody who doesn't know anything about something I know a lot about, unless they ask me directly, I don't volunteer that information, because honestly, I really don't love explaining things anyway. And so the last thing I'm about to do is explain something when nobody has asked me to, and especially when somebody has explicitly asked me not to explain the things. So
explicitly, it's like this, it would be like if you found somebody who was, remotely interested in planning, and how much, and probably everybody listening to this, we love planning. But think about it as if you just started bombarding them with EC, different sizes. It's overwhelming, and it could potentially be a huge turnoff. And I get being excited, like with my friends, my non-planner friends, so to speak, is like, oh, where should I get a planner? I'm excited, but I'm not gonna dump the kitchen sink on them.
Literally.
That's the best correlation, because relax, it's fine.
Right. Especially when people say that they're okay not knowing everything. I feel like that is really the key as well. Like, I'm okay not knowing it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. If that is said, then it makes no sense to turn right around and do that exact thing. And like you said, dump the kitchen sink on them. But I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, because I think the thing is that people it's kind of controversial to say I'm okay not knowing. With the internet, everybody's like, I need to know everything, or I need to explain everything to you. I'm okay with not understanding things, and that's fine.
Right.
But that's kind of a controversial thing to say in this age of the internet, because everybody, wants to know everything and have their hot take on it. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. You don't have to do that.
Nope. Exactly. Well said. Very well said. Back to Thanksgiving and why it don't get a month. It's just kind of I do love Thanksgiving. I truly enjoy Thanksgiving, the food, being around family and friends and things like that, people that you don't get to see a lot throughout the year. I truly love Thanksgiving as a block of days, like Wednesday, Thursday into Black Friday. Super exciting. I love all the shopping and everything that goes on. Like, I love that week. But to give Thanksgiving a whole month, though, to have like legitimate like
decorate for
decorations, exactly. It's just not for me. And if it's for you, that's fine. But I do appreciate that nobody has like rained on my parade or anything. I think I might have gotten unfollowed a little bit, but nobody. That's what people do to me. They don't mansplain shit to me. They just leave me alone.
I prefer that.
They just leave me alone.
Can I have that version of it?
Y'all leave Myra alone. That's what she wants.
It's fine. I get y'all excited, but like, just relax. Like, I'm
relax.
I'm still going to Hogwarts. It's fine.
Right.
Just chill. But with the Thanksgiving thing, I agree. I love shopping. I don't understand like how do you decorate for it? Like, do you just still use the pumpkins? You just turn them around, like turn the ones.
Myra, do not ask that as a question unless you want answers in your DMs. And we just got off of it. You don't want answers in your DMs.
See, here's the thing.
It's a rhetorical question.
Asking you.
It's a rhetorical. Oh yeah.
I'm asking you, but also I have to remember, other folks are listening too.
Yeah.
But I still petition for us to move Thanksgiving to whatever day it is in Canada, so we can get it over with before Halloween, and then gone on into Christmas.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Colonize Thanksgiving.
Yep. You know what? I'm okay with Thanksgiving staying where it's at, because I feel like if we moved it to October, then the girls will be trying to do what they're trying to do now, which is take away from Halloween because of Thanksgiving. And we don't want that either. Like, Halloween does get a whole month. Legitimately, Halloween gets a whole month. Christmas gets 2 months. Thanksgiving gets 3 days, period. And that's just, I didn't make the rules. But this is just how we do things in our household. So yeah, Christmas decorations are going up, trees up, lights are on it. Oh,
you already got the tree up.
Yes, girl. We're not playing around. We're slowly decorating it, which is fun because since we're doing it so early, we don't have to do it all at once and like rush and get it up. So yeah, it's coming together. So what was your compromise?
Chuck is very much so after Thanksgiving, tree go upper. Mm-hmm. So my compromise was, I can decorate it, but he has to bring, like, I can do all the decorations around the house. Like, he doesn't have to help with that. Mm-hmm. But he does have to bring up the tree next weekend. So it's not immediately November 1st.
That's fine, because mine is not November 1st either. Yeah, but early November still, like early to mid-November. You know what?
Chuck,
I was about to say, Chuck is very lucky that y'all run your house in a democracy. Our house is majority rules. Me and Mason, Dallas is on the same page, luckily. But if he wasn't, me and Mason would have just outvoted his ass. Like, it's going up, period.
I need it to be a democracy because I carrying that big ass tree from the basement upstairs is just it's not my forte. I'm not doing it.
No. And we have 2 Christmas trees because last Christmas we were in an apartment, so I bought like a smaller Christmas tree because our Christmas tree is like huge, and we were just storing the Christmas. Well, it's not huge, but it's bigger than the one we have for the apartment. It was just too big for an apartment, so we were storing the bigger one at Dallas's grandparents' house. And now that we're in this house, we still have 2 trees, so we're gonna put the smaller one upstairs in like our little like den area upstairs. And I'm very excited. I feel such a homemaker. We're gonna have Christmas lights on the house. This is gonna be the first year ever that we put Christmas lights on our house. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I still haven't done that.
We're not doing it. We're paying somebody to do it because.
Oh, you could do that?
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Listen,
you can pay people to do it.
We can talk about it after the show. How much they charge?
I'll give you details. But basically, our lawn man, like me and Dad was talking about it earlier or whatever, and he was like, just hit up our lawn man and see if he could do it. And I was like, okay. So I hit up our lawn man, and he was like, absolutely, I can do it. I was like, oh, and the price is definitely not bad. So it's definitely worth it to not have to deal with Dallas potentially falling off the roof and going to the ER and nothing crazy like this. So.
Yeah, we typically just pay somebody else to do that because we have like ring floodlights up that's like towards the second story, and Chuck tried to go up there. He was shaking. I'm like, you know what?
Absolutely not. Immediately,
we just gonna pay.
Yep.
We just gonna pay.
Just pay. So whoever did that, maybe they could put lights on your house.
Well, that was the
it was like the company.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Maybe they do like plumbing and electrical work and stuff like that. So I don't think
gotcha.
they would, but
they probably wouldn't. Yeah, so I'm so excited. And like some of our neighbors, like we saw some of our neighbors putting up Christmas lights earlier. Like everybody is in the mood. Like there's no point of waiting until December. Like just do it now. You feel good. It's gonna be so great to be able to look at the tree all the time for the next like almost 2 months. I'm super pumped.
Yeah, I'm excited too. We're doing the Grinch Miss Christmas. So currently waiting on my inflatable Grinch to put outside. We had Mickey last year.
Yeah.
Now we're having Grinch. We have a Fitz this year. We didn't have that last year, or we had just got it. But I'm gonna put like a Grinch on our fence. Like it looks like it's looking over the fence.
That's so
I can't
cool.
Wait.
That's so cool. Wait. I need to figure out some stuff to get for the outside. Right now, all we got is like this like little bitty Frosty the Snowman that we put on our apartment balcony last year. Frosty gonna be lonely. I need to figure out some more items to put there. But yeah, I'm super excited. So I hope you guys are in the holiday mood as well. It's just so fun. It's just such a happy time of year. And you know, I always look forward to the holidays. Like it seems like they take so long to get here, and then once they're here, they're over like so soon. So I really try to soak it up, and like really enjoy it and just make it super fun. And Mason is pumped. She has been going nuts about this tree being up. So extra.
Yeah, this is a fun age with the kiddos too. So it makes it even more exciting.
I know, it really is exciting. But yeah, like I said, we do care about Thanksgiving, but just only for a couple of days. Sorry to those
Thanksgiving
people.
Still got the treatment in this conversation. Like we segue like 3-4 times from Thanksgiving.
We did. It's just not a star.
It's not a star. Everybody can't be the gym.
Period. Thanksgiving is a backup dancer or a backup singer at best. It is not the star attraction, and it never will be to me. And you don't have to feel that way, but just know on this podcast, this is how we feel. Okay. If I see turkeys in your house right now that aren't edible, I might judge you a little bit.
That ain't edible. Oh my God. Turkeys aren't like very attractive birds either, to be honest.
They're really not.
So, yeah.
Nope. But yeah, so one thing that we have been recently over recent years, because last year was the first time I ever got any type of advent box. So we have a ton of advent boxes that we have gotten. I have a couple that should be in the mail. I need to probably check the status of those. You want to talk about advent boxes, Myra?
Yeah, let's do it. You reminded me now that you said you had a few in the mail. I do too, and I need to check on them as well.
What's going on?
Clearly, people? we love us some advent boxes over here. But y'all know recently Audi's Advent Day happened. And y'all know on this podcast we love a good Audi's Advent. So from there I got a few of the book ones for Ashton, which we mad as hell at the Disney Advent book.
We'll talk about that. Let's talk about that after our house.
So yeah, we got that one, a Disney and a Marvel one. I got like the the rich people chocolate one, the wine, cheese, and the candle, of course, because I just had to. Like how can you the candle girl of the planner community? Like
now, what I'm about to do with all 24 of these candles after this is over, girl, I'm not sure, but I might just light it and just like let it like burn all day.
High key my move. If I love something a lot, I might melt it down and like put it in a different jar, like a bigger jar, like melt them together. But Yep.
Was that all the ones that you got? Didn't you get the wine one? Did you mention the wine one?
Yeah, I did get wine. I got wine, chocolate, cheese, candle, then Ashton stuff. Yeah. They didn't have the Harry Potter like Lego one.
I didn't see that
Audi.
one at either Audi that I went to, actually. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I went to 2 as well. Yeah. But I did order a Funko Pop, Harry Potter one from Target. Ooh. Check out Target, y'all. They can have a lot of good stuff too, and you know, don't have to do the hit or miss thing at Audi's. But yeah, I ordered that one, and that's it.
Yep. That's and also I think shout out to Jen. I think she posted that the Harry Potter advent box is actually on Amazon as well. I don't know about pricing in comparison to how much it cost at Aldi, but I'm pretty sure she posted on her stories one day this past week that that exact box is also on Amazon if you really want the Harry Potter advent calendar.
That was a Lego one?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Myra about to go to Amazon right now, but I see the determination in her eyes. But yeah, so I went to Aldi as well. Y'all, the whole family got advents. Like we literally can't have any more kids because it's gonna be too many goddamn advent boxes in this house if we have another child. It's too much. So I got Mason the Disney Princess advent calendar, which now that I'm looking at it, it does have like snowflakes and Christmassy looking stuff on it. So I'm curious if I might have the same issue as yours had, but we'll talk about that. I also got her the cheapest chocolate one because I wanted her to be able to participate with us.
Chocolate.
Yeah, but I'm not buying her $15 chocolate. She got $1.50 chocolate. That's all she cares about. Trust me. I also got the cheese one. I got the fancy chocolate one for me and Dallas. I got the dog treat one for our dog. I got the candle one. I got the hot sauce one for Dallas, which we're very excited about. And he came up with a plan for how we can try one each day. And then when I went back the second time, I folded and I ended up getting the wine one. I was not going to get the wine one, guys. I truly was not. But I stumbled into Aldi looking for the coffee one. They didn't have the coffee one still. And they had like, this was the second day also. They had like 10 or 15 boxes of the wine one just sitting there. Yeah, so I just felt like I had to. I'm like, you know what? Like this is supposed to be sold out. These are not supposed to be available. So the fact that they are is some type of sign. And I feel like it would pair very well with my cheese and with my chocolate. So I just went for it. And I also got this like sparkling wine, but it's not like it's not an advent. It's just like a 6-pack of like assorted sparkling wine. That's what I was getting instead of the wine one or whatever. But you know, now we'll probably open a sparkling wine one this month and not even wait till next month because you know, you never know when you might want some sparkling wine. So yeah,
it's true.
Yep, very exciting. Very
we didn't even talk about the planner ones we got.
We will talk about the planner once we got to.
Okay,
I just
later.
wanted to say yes. Okay. I just wanted to say that I love the experience of going to get the Aldi one because obviously we know like other places have advent boxes like Target, you know, Costco has advent, but it's just like all the like excitement and like the kind of rush of the Aldi one is really fun to me. Like getting there early, like having to wait in like a little line potentially, like because my store was crazy on the day that it came out. Like it wasn't like a crazy amount of people or anything, but like the people who were there were so damn greedy. It was so funny. I was like, oh my God, y'all are picking up cases of stuff. Like, are these Christmas gifts? Like, what are you doing with all of these advent boxes? It was insane, the amount of stuff. So just the experience itself was so fun to me. So I definitely implore you guys out there who have never participated in it, even if a lot of the boxes don't really appeal to you, just figure out maybe one or two that you want to try next year and just go for the experience because it's truly fun. This is the type of drama that, you know, we live for, not real drama, just fun, chaotic stuff like this.
Yeah, that's it. So fun. Yeah, for sure. It is such a good time. I love like chatting about it in the group chat. Seeing what like because we're all in different areas, seeing like what's at your Audi and what's at your Audi. Like it was such a good time and
such a good time.
Seeing all the people post their hauls on IG.
Yep,
it's fun.
It's so fun. It's so fun. And so what we're gonna do with the hot sauce one, Dallas is just gonna buy like those like bags of like wings that you can like that are like frozen that you can like just like pop in the oven or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get a bag of those or a bag or two of those, and then every day when we get our new hot sauce, we're just gonna bake like 2 wings so that both of us will have one, and then put the hot sauce on it so we can taste it. Like kind of like that show Hot Ones. Have you ever watched that show? That online show Hot Ones?
Is that
it's like
the
where
one
the
that
guy
has like different celebrities?
yes,
Yeah.
eating the very hot sauce. Yes, on on wings. So we're going to experience that, and I'm very, very excited. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift y'all on the wings because that does seem fun.
I know.
But I can find it.
It's just fun. Yeah, you know what? My store only had, I think they only got like 1 case of them. And by the time after a few minutes when I was in the store, I saw one of the guys working there and he kind of like yelled out, "Hey, I got 4 hot sauce boxes left. Who wants them?" And I was like, "Me!" Because I literally forgot about it until he said it. And I was like, "Oh shit, this is the only one down."
Your store was lit.
Yes, it was. It really was lit. Oh my gosh, it was so lit. So yeah, I'm disappointed that I couldn't find the coffee one because my store didn't have it when it first came out on the first day. And then the other store I went to on the second day, the guy working at the register, he said he hadn't seen anybody purchase a coffee one. So I'm assuming they hadn't gotten it in yet either. Yeah. And so once I decided to get the wine one, I was like, okay, it's a wrap. I'm just not gonna worry about the coffee one. I already got so many freaking Advent boxes. It's fine. So no coffee this year, maybe next year.
Yeah, and I wasn't impressed with the one I seen at Target. Like it just wasn't festive enough for me.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Yep. As far as planner Advents, what's going on with your planner Advents? What planner Advents do you have?
I just got 2. I did do Villa Beautifuls because it was giving Harry Potter vibes. So I was like, okay, let me get it. And I have to admit, she doesn't miss when it comes to those like her anniversary and Advent boxes. They always hit. Also I picked up Simply Gilded. She didn't have one last year. I missed it. Missed it as in like I wish she had it last year. Yep. But so I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and get this. And plus I haven't been buying too much washi too. So here's my chance to like replenish my washi.
There you go. You haven't. That's true.
I've been good. I keep getting this email from my ring. Well, not from her specifically, like from her website. Like, hey, you have $10 reward. Spend it. And I'm like, I just can't. I gotta hold it. I don't have no more room for it.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. And it's cool that we have like totally different planner Advents too. So I got 2 as well. I got the Coffee Monsters Co. Advent. Literally have no idea what the status of that is. I have not seen anything. I need to go to their Instagram and see if they put any updates or whatever. And I also got the Fern Creek stickers Advent. And she actually just put something on her stories today. Not really giving any information, but just like showing a preview of her Advent, not like the actual items, but just like, you know, the picture of like the little envelopes with the stickers on the outside for each day or whatever. So I'm assuming that one is probably going to ship soon, but I have no idea about the status of the other one, but hopefully that one's coming soon. I'm really excited.
I'm excited for them as well. Yeah, I hope they do get here soon. I'm like, I can't believe we're already halfway pretty much through November.
I know. That's how this comes out.
Y'all gotta send that stuff like now.
Like right now. Today. Like yesterday, actually.
Today.
Yes. Okay, so question. Are you the type of person, do you open up everything 1 item per day? Or do you open up all at once? Or does it just depend on what sort of Advent calendar or box it is?
It depends. For me, the Villa Beautiful one is getting opened up immediately.
Period.
Simply Gilded, I probably would do every day.
Yeah.
Just because the nature of it, like I can't use everything in the Simply Gilded immediate, you know?
Right, that's true. That's true.
That's one I'll save for every day. Like the food ones, of course, I do once a day, but yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, I'm with you because I know obviously the food one's definitely gonna be a once a day thing, but the planner ones, I don't don't know. I might have to just go ahead and just open them things like right away. I think last year when I got the Create with Mandy advent box, I think I had started doing just one thing per day, but I think by like day 5, I think I was over it. So I just opened up all of them because I was just so curious. My curiosity just got the best of me. So we'll see if I'm able to pace myself through these planner ones this year, or if I just gotta, but that's the beauty about having multiple advent boxes and having more than one, that you can save some for opening every day, and some of them you can just go ahead and open it right away, and you still are able to have fun because you got other boxes that you are waiting to open. So
yeah,
I'm with it. And also,
we really dove in head first with these advents. Like,
girl, we went nuts. We literally went nuts.
I'm like, hold on, like we total between all of us in this household, like there's at least 10 different ones.
Legitimately, yeah. Spirit of
Merry
the season.
Christmas. Yeah,
I know. You know what? Next year I need to like start like an advent box sinking fund and add like $10 to it or something every time I get paid throughout the year, because true, doing the most. But I love it. And we both actually got the Archer and Olive advent box. So that is our third planner advent box, and something that we actually have together. Shout out to Bunny over at Archer and Olive. Last week we hosted a giveaway, giving away an Archer and Olive advent box, and we also received the advent box. I have no idea what's in it. I just know they posted a picture on their Instagram stories today as we're recording this on Sunday, November the 6th. And it showed there was a washi tape, spoiler alert, in one of them. So, and it looked very cute. So I don't know if that's going to make it. I don't know if it's going to make it to December. I posted it on our stories too. So
I ain't looking. I just let that story expire.
Y'all, I don't know if that.
I think I'm gonna do that one day by day.
You think so? Yeah. If you do it day by day, I'll do it. Yeah. If you do it day by day,
I'm gonna get a text like, I opened all of it.
It's gonna be like November 26th.
It is such a long time. I didn't think about that. It's beautiful though. I love the way it's set up. It's so gorgeous. Cute. I thought it was an A5 notebook. I open. I'm like, this is advent. It's so cute.
But if you order, I'm not sure. It should still be available as we're recording this, or as this episode is coming out, unless it's sold out or something. But if you order it, you do get an A5 notebook with the purchase of your advent box. To my understanding, it's just not technically in the advent box. So,
which that one was gorgeous too.
I know.
Did you get a blue one?
I'm pretty sure mine is blue. I just looked at the back of it. I haven't opened it. But this is a 12-day advent also, guys, just so y'all know. Because some advents are 12 days, some advents are 24 days. So, see. So wait, we're supposed to wait until December the 12th to open this, or 13th or whatever?
No, we're doing the 1st. We're not waiting that long.
Okay,
it's just gonna end halfway through the month. That's okay.
That's fine. And that's okay, because my other planner ones are probably gonna have been open by then anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. I think the Villa Beautiful and the Simply Get It are 12.
Okay. I think Fern Creek had 2 options. You could get a 12-day or 24-day, and I think I got the 24-day one. I have no idea about the Coffee Monsters code at all. I literally have no idea what the length is on that one. I can't remember it because I literally ordered it in September or something. Some people put theirs out really, really early for like a pre-order type of thing, which I think is good. Make sure people get it in time for December, because But yeah, guys, and also randomly, I found it was like on AliExpress, Stationery Pal, some website like that, where you can actually purchase a empty advent box, and you can personalize like what you want to put in each day if you wanted to like give that as a gift to somebody, which I thought was very, very neat. I know, right?
It's too late. It's too late. I was like, hold on, should I do that? It's too late for me to do that. Not for like our Secret Santa. It's way too late for that.
But might possibly like for Ashton or something. If you want to like personalize one for him, that is But I was like, and it was a really cute box too. So I'll try to find that link and I'll send it to you because people were talking about. I think I was talking about that actually with one of my coworkers because I was talking to her about the Aldi Advent boxes, and she was like, that would be such a great gift to like create your own, and you can absolutely buy an empty Advent box and put all your own stuff in it. Very neat.
That's really cool. That is really, I'm so excited. I don't know. I just love this time of year. A lot of my favorite YouTubers, like they review Advent box stuff that I obviously no spoilers or anything that I would get, but it's fun like watching people open it. I don't know. That's one of my silly lame YouTube. I swear, somebody look at my YouTube history, they were like, "What the fuck?" That's so random. I'll be watching some random stuff, but I'm excited for people to be reviewing their little Advent box, especially the expensive ones that I would never buy, like Chanel.
Hold on, let's talk about that real quick. Do you remember the fiasco of the Chanel one last year?
Yeah, that's why I can't wait, because I can't wait for the drama.
All that cheap shit. How much was that box? Was it like $500, $1,000?
It was up there.
Insane price. Yeah. I want to know. So if you come across a video, somebody reviewing this year's Chanel box, please send it to me because I really, really need to know. Like if they did better this year, or if they was like, F it, if you want it, this is what you're gonna get, and we don't care. So yeah, because that was so funny.
I feel like it's gonna be the latter. I cannot wait.
Ooh, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna change nothing. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna change anything either. Actually, because
why? Y'all still gonna buy it?
They still gonna buy it. Yep. Yeah. They absolutely are. So yeah. One more thing we want to talk about before we go to a quick commercial break is something that has been popping up a lot in the planner community the past, I don't know, a couple years at this point. It's always kind of like an ongoing topic of, a lot of people are creatively challenged. I can say that. Originality challenged. And they struggle with coming up with their own, ideas. And so they get inspired by other people, which is totally fine. I mean, all of us, get
it comes from somewhere.
People.
Yeah.
Yes. But the issue is where a lot of people do this and they're not giving credit to wherever their inspiration was come from. And in most of these situations, especially that we've noticed in the planner community, is when it's extremely obvious where the inspiration for things came from. So what what are your feelings on that, Myra?
I don't know. I think it's just it's such a weird phenomenon. It's specifically in the planner community. Maybe it happens in other communities. I don't know, but it's this weird thing where a lot of people will like word from word, carbon copy, and just slap their face on top of it as if they came up with it. Yeah. And then when like somebody like quote unquote calls it out, or like not even call it out, or just say something about it, they're like, oh, we should support one another. I love when we support one another. It's like, but you're stealing. You can't be
stealing. Yeah.
Like girl power after you like literally carbon copy somebody's idea without any kind of credit. And I don't know if people don't understand where or how to give credit. I don't know. I this really boggles my mind because it's just like it's so easy. And even if you look at it on like a selfish tip, like if you let that person like, hey, I was inspired by such and such, 9 times out of 10, that person that you were inspired by is going to reshare that, and potentially you got more eyes looking on you, even if you do it from that point. But it's just the right thing to do, especially as creators. Like we all know how hard we work. We all know, like, unfortunately in this community, how it feels to have something taken away, or have basically the community thinking that person came up with that idea or whatever. Yeah. Unfortunately, we all know how that feels. But like, why continue to do that? Like, it's so simple to just be like, hey, seen such and such with this, thought I'll try it out. Oh, I seen XYZ do this kind of spread, and I was inspired to put my own twist on it. Like it takes 2 seconds, and I don't know, like, is that something that can be taught, or is that just, you know, just people personalities? Like, I don't, can you teach
Uh,
integrity?
Girl, now to answer that question, I don't know. Actually, I think you could teach integrity to like a child. I don't know if you
Yeah.
could teach integrity to an adult. Like if you've made it to your big age and you don't have any integrity, it might be too late. It might be too late, which is unfortunate. Especially if you don't realize that you're, because you know what, I do want to say, I think a lot of this that happens is unconscious. I don't think people are making a conscious choice to take from other people and to not, I mean, sometimes they are, but like the situations that we're talking about, I don't think it's an intentional thing. And I think it's kind of compounded by the fact that a lot of people who are having this done to them are not being vocal about it. They're not being direct about it. And and I know, a lot of people don't want to have weird or awkward conversations. They don't want to look crazy or stupid if that person denies it or whatever the situation was. But I don't know. I'm just kind of an advocate for, if you see something, say something. And if you think somebody has been like stealing from you and not giving you credit, and especially if it's somebody that you call a friend in this community, I think it's worth having a conversation about it, to be totally honest, because if anything, like it puts it on that person's radar. And at least the next time they see you doing something that they want to do, I feel confident that they will have the wherewithal to be like, okay, you know what? I don't want so-and-so to think I'm just stealing this from her again. So let me make sure. And that doesn't mean like if you get inspired by somebody every single time you do the exact same thing that they inspired you to do, it doesn't mean you have to give credit every time. But I think that one initial time, I think it's important to bring it up at least that one initial time. But yeah, I feel like we know that I feel like, I don't know, the majority of the planner community are very passive people. We're some of the least passive people, I think, in this community. And I feel like a lot of people, especially people who are doing this intentionally, they know the people to do this to, because they know that certain people are not going to say anything to them because they are so polite and they are so sweet and they don't want to, ruffle any feathers or upset anybody or whatever. But I don't know. Like, I'm an advocate for, speaking out, especially if you feel like something is intentional, like have a conversation with somebody, I know it's easier said than done, but that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think a lot of us in this community don't want to come off as being rude, but I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I feel like we are in the minority of the people who will be like, nah, I'm gonna say something, because it's a way to have a conversation without being a a-hole about it. Like, and most people are probably going to be like, oh, I didn't even realize, like we said, I don't think it's like intentional. For the most part, it's not intentional. I think it's subconscious. Like if you're looking at stuff and you see, oh, that was cool, and then you like kind of recreate it on your own. But honestly, a lot of it could be solved by just saying something once, and then after, if they continue to do that, then it's really intentional. But I feel like 100%. It's going to get nipped in the bud as soon as you have the conversation. But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, if it's blatant copy, just at them. You don't have to at them every single time. Like,
yeah,
9 times out of 10, if you think you need to give credit, just give it.
Right. Exactly. And we had a situation, I think earlier this year, where it was like the timing of another planner podcast talking about something was like really spot on to when we had talked about it on the podcast. And it wasn't,
that was this year?
Yeah, that was this year, I think. And it wasn't just something like run of the mill, like every planner podcast talk about like a planner release or something like that. It was something very, very specific. And we had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they denied having knowledge of our episode or whatever the situation was. And, you know, it is what it is when it comes to that. But as far as I know, it hasn't really been on my radar too much. But as far as I know, I don't think it's happened again. So I feel like at the end of the day, even let's just say if it truly was just a coincidence or whatever, that we talked about the exact same thing. And then they talked about it on a later episode and didn't give us any credit for bringing it up. At least now it seems like at least they have started to, you know, have the wherewithal, like, hey, you know, we hear, you know, Meg and Myra talk about something and we want to talk about it. We should probably mention that we heard them talking about it because we don't want them to think that we're just like stealing their show topics or whatever else. And I don't think, like I said, I don't even think that other situation was an intentional situation or whatever, but I just think like it wasn't like a big deal. We didn't have like a huge falling out. It wasn't like a big shouting match. It was just a couple of messages back and forth about the situation. Very civil, very calm, very mature. It doesn't always have to be like a big thing, you know? So I feel like a lot of people are so non-conversational that they think that just because they bring something to somebody's attention that it has to be like a big fight. And that's not always how it has to be. And it shouldn't be like that anyway, because, you know, we're adults. And at the end of the day, does it really matter that much if they got a show topic from us? No, it's really not a big deal. And so at the end, I feel like but I think it's a little bit dicier when it comes to content creation because people are making money off of content creation. It's just like, if you make something and you think it's cool and it's original and it's awesome, and then somebody else recreates it, doesn't give you credit, and they like blow up or go viral and get all these deals and stuff because of something that was originally yours, that sucks. That really, really sucks. And so you just never know. Like, luckily for us, this wasn't a big deal situation, but it could have been, you know?
Yeah, it definitely could have been. I mean, I think for like with the podcast sphere, like it's so different than, like you said, than like content creating, because for us, like a stream is a stream. Only thing I feel like that could come there is that folks who listen to their show first will think that maybe we copied them kind of thing. That's the only thing I could think of. But I mean, which
it is what it is.
Of course not. But that I don't know, that was just kind of weird. But yeah, I don't think that situation was intentional either. But I bet it won't come about again since we did have a conversation about it.
Right. You know? Absolutely. So yeah, guys, like I said, like if you're feeling like somebody is doing something really similar to what you're doing, and it's somebody, especially if it's somebody that you do call a friend, have a conversation with them. If it's somebody that you don't call a friend, block them. If you think somebody is stealing content from you and you don't have any type of cordial relationship with them, I say block them. And if that's the case, you know, if it's somebody that I don't think is like, it's worthwhile to have that conversation because I don't even really rock with them like that, no way, I would just, you know, block them. And if it ever comes up, if they ever, you know, hit you up from a burner account or something, let them know I feel like you were stealing from me and I don't want you to no more. So I blocked you. So
yeah.
you know?
And then again, you know, we're kind of giving advice from people who don't have a problem with like holding that conversation, but
facts. It's the Slytherin. It's the Slytherin in you, which is all of you, and the partial Slytherin in me. Just like air it out, or block them. Those are my two solutions.
That's the thing, though. I feel like people think that is rude. Like, it's not rude. It's not. It's not. There's a way to go about everything. Like, there's a way to be rude about it for sure.
Yep.
But you can simply just slide in somebody's DMs. Like, I honestly, for the most part, I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, I didn't even realize that, or, you know, and then it will cease to exist. Like, it literally will be that.
Yep. Exactly. But yeah, guys, on that note, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back. All right, guys, so we are back. And okay, so this next thing that I'm about to do, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. This is probably gonna be something we're gonna do, you know, every few episodes. Whenever I come across a very juicy Reddit story. and Myra has no idea what this Reddit story is or about. I literally told her, I was like, do not read it. I want to get your genuine reaction when I read the story. I think the story is okay. There's nothing like crazy traumatic or anything like that in it, so there's really not a need for like any trigger warnings. I tried to be very mindful not to pick anything like that. It might trigger you if you have issues with your in-laws, but that's it.
Well, I'm about to be triggered.
Myra, trust me when I say these people make anybody's in-laws look like literal saints. So let's just go with it. So this story says, and guys, obviously feel free to weigh in, like comment on our Instagram or comment on our Spotify. If you listen on Spotify, and give us your reactions to the story, hit up our DMs. Let us know how you would react if you were in this situation, because we really, really want to know. We're going to talk about our reactions as well. Myra, let me finish the whole thing before you start reacting. Mute or something. Because this is
this is why you need to watch on YouTube, because I guess I'm about to mute.
Yes, it's about to send you to outer space. I promise, because it sent me. I just got back, actually. So, the heading is, am I the asshole for walking out of my baby shower my in-laws threw for me? The situation.
Not the baby shower. Okay.
Myra, mute. So it says, the situation is kind of a mess. I, female 27, am expecting my first baby with my husband. This is the first grandchild in the family, and they said that if the baby's a boy, then we'll give him my father-in-law's name. He passed away due to an illness. I have no problem with that. This happened before we found out the gender of the baby. My husband and his family had me do things like attend prayers and do other rituals before the reveal at the doctor's. I didn't like that, but I went with it to keep the peace. Doctor appointment came, and it turned out to be a girl. My husband cried in the car, then turned off his phone to hide from his family, and then finally told them. Y'all, Myra's face, please go watch on YouTube. His mom and the others made their frustration and disappointment clear, which bothered me because my daughter deserves to be celebrated. But they ghosted me for days, then started coming over and visiting constantly, referring to my daughter as my son, claiming the results were false, and basically pretending it's a boy. I had several fights with them after, and they refused to stop it, and my husband sided with them despite seeing how wrong and unreasonable what they're doing was. We didn't speak for a while. Sister-in-law called to apologize and informed me that she arranged for a baby shower for me. I was excited and happy, but when I arrived, I saw blue balloons, blue cake with my father-in-law's name, and decorations around. I was so confused I had to sit down. Sister-in-law explained that they were still hoping that the gender results were false and that it's a boy. I looked at my husband and he agreed with her. I lost my temper and yelled at them, all calling them delusional and telling them to stop treating my daughter like she's unwanted and act like she doesn't exist by throwing a party for their imaginary grandson. Mother-in-law broke down crying. I took my bag and immediately walked out. They started yelling, and my husband followed me outside and started arguing about it, how he felt that I insulted his family and his dad's memory by acting like that. I told him to wake up and see the insanity in his family's behavior. He said they needed time to process the fact that it's a girl, not a boy, as they expected, and insisted I play along and they'll soon get over it. I said absolutely not and demanded he take me home. He said no, so I called an Uber and left. He was fuming and called me 15 times, then texted me that he won't come home until I get my ass over it, and apologized for ruining everything they've done for me, and apologized for accusing them of being mentally unstable. I haven't responded yet. He's constantly pressuring me to get right with his family before we even talk about anything else. Myra, you can unmute now.
I don't understand why is this in the am I the asshole and like not the where is a divorce lawyer subreddit.
Literally, that's what it needs to be on. Yep.
Are they for real?
They for real.
Be fucking for real.
Be fucking for. Can we name the episode BFFR?
Yes.
I love it.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
it's the audacity for me, because obviously, you know, I get them wanting to name the child after the deceased, you know, grandfather or whatever. You know, something that meant a lot to me when I found out I was pregnant with Mason is, you know, giving her my mom's middle name, my mom's first name as her middle name, which I ended up doing. And I decided to do that. Well, we decided to do that before I even knew if she was going to be a boy or a girl. Had Mason been a boy, though, I would have gotten over it. It would not have been a big deal. I wouldn't have felt like my world was over because I couldn't name my, you know, child after my mother. Like, I can either have another child one day or just not, and just, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal.
Incorporated some other kind of way.
Incorporated some way, yeah, exactly. But they were so invested. So I think it's more to this than just about the grandfather, because if it was just about the grandfather, I just don't see them acting like that. I feel like for whatever reason, this family would just really wanted a boy. And I see a lot like on TikTok where people will do gender reveals and like men will be really disappointed when it's not a boy. And it's just some gross, it's very gross when I see that happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more so, I think it's that as well, which is extremely problematic and weird. Like, if y'all are disappointed, no, she's right, they should get over it. But literally throwing her a baby shower as if it's a boy when you know for a fact it's not is wild. Is wild.
Yeah, that, and then the husband defending that, like, where's the logic?
Girl, okay.
It's time to go, because it's about to be a lifetime. Like, well, you're already stuck because the baby's here. Yeah. So you're gonna have to be a part of his family, whether you like it or not. But it's gonna be a lifetime of him bending to whatever his family wants.
And more than likely, his, like, immediately after she has this baby, him and her family are probably going to be pressuring her to have another child so they can try again. Because, you know, this one in their mind was like an accident or something. And they could try to get a boy. Like, that's absolutely going to happen. Like, I feel terrible for her. I truly do. But I feel like in every situation, it might have been some red flags. That he has some codependency issues with his family or something, but I don't think anybody could have predicted it would be to this extreme. I mean, they had her doing prayers and rituals before the baby's gender was revealed. I'm assuming to kind of like pray it into existence that it was going to be a male.
That would have been enough for me. Girl, I wouldn't even got to the ritual part. Like, you just asked me, I immediately know. How long we've been married? Can we nullify this?
We can nullify it. Let's just start over. And you know what? Since you're so upset that it's a girl, you don't have to have custody. I can take full custody. And, you know, like, what planet are we on? So I found this story because I found this TikToker. It's very weird. I found this TikToker who she reads Reddit stories and she stops when she thinks the woman or person should leave the other person. She stopped reading this when I read the sentence that said, "My husband cried in the car after they found out it was a girl." That's when she was like, "That's when you need to leave." Like, she was done there. Like, it's healthy and it's okay to be a little disappointed, but to the point of tears, especially as the father, I feel like that's problematic. I feel like that's very problematic.
Yeah. He cried in the car. That's so cliche. I mean, I get it. Like, when I was pregnant with Ashton, I was hoping for a girl. So I was like kind of bummed out about it, but I didn't cry in the car.
And you're also the person who's pregnant, who has a bunch of hormones and things going on with you. Like, you being upset or like initially disappointed is normal. If you would have went throughout the rest of your pregnancy pretending that you were having a girl, though,
delusion.
That's when that's what somebody needs. We need some help. We need some help. His family needs some help. And he needs some help too.
She should have known when they were like, "We're going to throw a baby shower for you." I would not have shown.
She should have said, "This is too good to be true." Like, what? Like, all of a sudden, y'all are so like not disappointed. Like, yeah, I feel bad for her because, oh my gosh, like, to be in the position to be potentially leaving your marriage when you're literally pregnant. Gosh, that would be so hard. That would be so hard. And I feel like some people might not even think this is a big enough issue to leave. And I feel like, but I think that this speaks a lot about his character and his morals as well as his family's. And that is what I will be leaving. It wouldn't just be because of this situation. It will be about what this situation says about them as people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Like,
sure.
this is
Yeah,
insane.
absolutely.
And if she does have like a son in the future, are they gonna like put her son up on this pedestal and treat the daughter like nothing? Like they can like, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. This seems right up their alley. I
Yeah,
mean,
I hope she has
pretending to boy is wild.
yeah, I hope she has other family, like her family support too. Because yeah, I think you just gotta go because this is like I don't feel like they're gonna treat her daughter well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna treat her as if she's like being unreasonable.
Yeah.
Then you have to deal with like her spouse isn't even being supportive of her. So you have to live
Mm-hmm.
with somebody who's basically gaslighting you the whole time
Girl,
because he
she needs
wants
to
to do whatever his
apologize.
family.
He says she needs to apologize to them. That he thinks it's totally normal that this family threw her a baby shower as if they were having a boy, and they know for a fact that they're not having a boy. What do you tell your child one day when they grow up and see their baby shower pictures? Like, yeah, babe, the doctor was wrong. Actually, it's a funny story. The doctor told us that you were gonna be a boy. So, we went throughout the whole pregnancy thinking you were gonna be a boy, and then here came our precious little girl. Like, what do you say to your child? You just have to lie, right?
I tell the truth. Your grandma and them crazy. I tell the truth because there's no way there will be a relationship there. Like there would have to literally be some extensive therapy, family counseling or something in order for me to feel comfortable for you to have a relationship with my child after doing all that. Like that's insane.
Extensive therapy for me to stay in that relationship, for me to stay with that family, and for me to even consider having any more children with this person. Like,
any more children,
girl.
He was crying in the car.
I can't. I literally cannot. So yeah, guys, weigh in. Tell us your thoughts. What do you think the OP of this Reddit thread should do? Like, what would you do if you were in that situation? I think I know what I would do, but it's easier said than done. But I think I'll be done. I think I would be done.
I think I'd be done too.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think neither one of us will ever be in that situation.
It'll be
it would attract partners like that.
Yeah, it would be I'm a head out. Because at the very minimum, I would at least have a partner who would be on my side and be like, no, my family is wild. I'm so sorry. I can't believe they're acting like this. Like, it's horrible that he's not on her side, because he shares their disappointment. So he literally feels exactly like they do. And the fact that he can't even overcome his own disappointment to see how wild this is and have his wife back is ridiculous to me. So he gonna be soaking. They're gonna be soaking for the rest of the pregnancy. Ridiculous.
Can't relate. Also, love the way the creator reads these Reddit stories. I have never seen that before. Shout out to having original ideas to something that's inspired by, like, everybody read Reddit stories on TikTok. Like, clearly it's inspired by something, but it's an original idea too, and I love it.
Truly. And actually, one of the comments said, sounds like husband already half solved the problem by not coming home. He can stay at mommy's house until he comes to his senses. Otherwise, he can stay there forever. You can stay at your mama's house.
Stay where you belong, sir. Stay exactly where you belong.
Yep. Ugh, yikes. Insane. In some really tragic news, since the last time we recorded, we had two pretty big celebrity deaths. Takeoff from the group Migos was tragically killed as a result of gun violence. It has been, like, as we're recording, it's been almost a week since this has happened, and we still don't know all the details of this situation, which is wild because it was at like a public event where there were a lot of people, or like a private party, but there was like a different, a decent amount of people there, a lot of witnesses. We're seeing a lot of stories, a lot of video footage and pictures and stuff like that is floating around. And we still don't have a clear narrative of what happened. And I don't know what the police do either, because they were just doing a press conference a few days ago asking people to come forward. So rest in peace to him. But I was really, really shook by that.
Yeah, I agree. Because it just seemed like it was unnecessary. I mean, from the information that we have, I mean,
Always. Yep.
all violence
Yep.
is basically unnecessary. But I don't know. I'm kind of over people not valuing life.
I know.
Like, because it sounded like it could have been over a game or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like literally just gone. I don't know if he had children or anything like that.
I hadn't heard about any children, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. And he seemed to be one of the, out of the three of them, more kind of quiet and reserved kind of person.
I think he definitely was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so wild. It's so sad. So young too.
I know, he was only 28 years old. And something that somebody had brought up on TikTok, which we don't have to get into this, but because it's a whole rabbit hole, but they made a very good point. They were like, there are so many people who, you know, celebrate hip hop culture, engage in the hip hop culture, non-Black people who do all this, but when a Black artist dies, we don't really hear anything from those people. So, and I thought that was a very, very interesting take, and I agree with that. I mean, I didn't see, as far as the planner community is concerned, I didn't see anybody say anything about Takeoff's death that was not a Black person. And I know a lot of y'all have listened to the Migos. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Migos song. Y'all will jump on a dance trend in a minute, use a real sound from the Migos or somebody in a minute. But then when a Black artist dies, you know, crickets. So I don't know. Just want to bring that up.
I mean, valid point.
It's disappointing.
Valid. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Well,
Myra speechless.
Yeah, because it's also like not surprised. It just reminded me of that whole conversation with Mr. Ye. As soon as it became about, not that it's right. I will say that everything he said is wrong,
of course.
But we noticed the people who had something to say, and not had something to say when it was anti-Blackness.
Right. And a lot of those same people, like, actually even going a step further and calling out people for not being vocal enough about anti-Semitism, even though they have never been vocal about anti-Blackness.
That
person is on my forever block list. I'm gonna just say that.
Forever block list. It's just so annoying.
It's very annoying.
It's so, like, how do you not see it? It's right there. It's all wrong.
Yep. Just saying, but yeah, rest in peace to Takeoff. And also, surprisingly, Aaron Cater passed away yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to look up more details on that. I didn't see too much more.
They haven't really released a lot of information. I know people are definitely speculating because they know he has had a past with, you know, certain things or whatever. We definitely don't have to get all into details of that. So it could definitely be related to that possibly, but we honestly have no idea. I just feel so bad for him because we have all seen him struggle for so long, and it's just really sad that it ended up like this. He was really one of those people I was really hoping would, you know, figure out how to get it together or get some type of help or whatever he needed. You know, and you know, just he's gone now. So really sad.
Also very young. I think he was
34.
Oh, he was like older.
34. I think I want to say he was born like 1987.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a couple years older than me too. Yep.
This is sad. Like you said, was definitely hoping he would, you know, pull through from that. But
I know.
We still don't know too many details about everything with him, but definitely thoughts with you know, his family. And everything.
Yep. Yeah, it's so sad.
And everything,
Yes, it's like, obviously it's sad whenever anybody dies, but you know, unexpected deaths, especially by young people, especially like right before the holidays. Oh, it's so tragic. It's just so tragic, and it's so sad. I just, you know, we need to, things got to change in a lot of different ways when it comes to like gun violence and all that. Like, something has to give. It's just too much. It is just too much.
Yeah, it really, really is.
Yeah, but yeah, rest in peace to Takeoff and to Aaron Cater. On a much lighter note, Myra accidentally told me that she has been watching the Kardashians' new show. I have not even been watching the second season. I only watched the first episode of the second season. So I thought it would be fun for Myra to be the one to fill us in on what's going on with the Kardashians.
Girl, I don't even know if I was watching the first or second season. Like, I was technically watching by force because I was this is what my hair braider was watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I turned it on and started watching it. She was going to turn on Love is Blind, but I was like, hey, can we not watch that? Because I'm not fully
She was like
done.
way ahead of you.
Yeah, she was way ahead. But okay, from what I've seen, I really do enjoy it. She even said the same thing, like it's much better than their other show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because it seems more real. We're getting a lot of real kind of raw things from them.
Yeah.
From what I watched, they were going to the Met, or getting ready for that, and Kim kind of explained the like the Marilyn Monroe dress. She was in the, is that first season or second?
That's the second season.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they have gone through. Yeah. When I watched it, they hadn't talked about that, but I remember it happening in real time. And girl.
Yeah. Apparently she was able to get into the replica of it because they was not about to let her like try to squeeze her.
No, she did. She lost like a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird because like.
So weird.
In order for her to wear it, she had to try on the replica. She fat in the replica. And then she flew out to try on the real thing and it would not go over her hips, which it was weird because she was like, when I tried on the replica, like she had room and stuff in it too.
Yeah.
So that was weird. But different sizes, different times.
Yeah,
so maybe
I think because of the age of the dress
and
things might have played a part in it too.
Yeah. So she buckled down and got in the dress. So she was wearing the real thing. Which, spoiler, we already knew that watching this, but
I was so over that. Let me tell you,
when
that situation happened, and then there has been speculation about her causing permanent damage to the dress, but she has denied, and Ripley's has denied, and all this type of stuff. I just felt like it was so unnecessary because obviously Kim is a beautiful woman. The dress didn't even hit like that on her. Like, cause like her body is so different than Marilyn's body. Like it didn't even hit like it did when Marilyn wore it. It just did not even work. So it wasn't even like a great look. And then like to even risk ruining that dress was just wild to me. Like why even risk it? I just feel like if you are just such a Marilyn stan as you claim to be, like there were no other dresses that she's worn that were, slightly less iconic that she could have worn. Like I would have just been so worried about ruining the dress. Or getting spray tan or whatever the hell else on it. Like I would have been so worried about doing that. I don't think. And then she only had it on to literally walk down the Met Gala carpet, and then she immediately put on the replica. So I just felt like it was just very unnecessary, and I still feel like it was very unnecessary.
Yeah, the way she explained it, like for her, it wasn't about fashion. It was more so about having like an iconic statement and moment. But go off, Kim.
She wasn't even the best dressed at the Met that year.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's not concerned about being the best dressed. She just wants to have an iconic moment. Which
the moment. It was, I guess. I just feel like the moment wasn't even like that big of a deal because I just feel like the Met is just such a thing, like as far as fashion and stuff goes. Like, I just felt like it was overshadowed. You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel like that was like the biggest thing that people were talking about that night, which I'm sure was her intention. And I don't even think it was,
Yeah, I did love what Kylie ended up wearing. She was like honoring a fashion designer. I like that. I thought that was very fashionable, but it was interesting kind of seeing the background of it. And I love that Chloe's like, why do we have to do red carpets? Like, it's like we're going on a shooting range. Like it's open season for us when we go on red carpets. And it's like,
Chloe, you don't have to go to the event.
She didn't go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chloe did not go, but she was just saying like, she don't want to do that. But they also had a red carpet for the Hulu Kardashian show, and she was like not really up for going on that. I can't remember. I think she did do that. I think she did do that red carpet because that's her thing. But she still was very nervous about it. I don't know. I do be feeling bad for Chloe because it's like she seems like she doesn't want to be in the limelight, but she kind of does want to be in the limelight. And then the whole thing with Tristan, it was just
I feel bad for Chloe because I think Chloe is very, 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 very insecure. And I think she has always been kind of insecure. And I think being on this show and being in the public spotlight has just made her insecurities worse. I think being in a relationship with Tristan Thompson has made her insecurities worse. And I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take for Chloe to find like inner peace and like inner happiness, because it's like no matter how like thin she gets or how many plastic surgeries she's had, she's always doing something, she's always making change. It's like she's never even good enough for herself, and that makes me really sad. And I hope that she's getting some type of therapy or something behind the scenes, maybe something that we're not seeing, because I mean you can just tell how insecure she is. I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why she doesn't want to be on the red carpet and on having to do all that, premiere stuff or whatever. So yeah, I feel really bad for Chloe. I have a lot of sympathy for her. I actually do, even though I definitely feel like she has been extremely not smart when it comes to Tristan Thompson, but we all have situations where we're not smart. So hers has just been way over publicized, but
yeah. Yeah, I kind of get the vibe that if she could, she would, but this is how she makes her money too.
This is her life. If she wants this family, life in this lifestyle, she has to do this now. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So interesting to hear that. I love that they were watching a premiere. And she did her iconic liar, because the show that the episode they were watching was where Tristan was like having a conversation with her.
Oh, so she's
like premiere movie theater, I guess, whatever you want to call it, like liar.
Girl, I wouldn't even be able to watch him on the show. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't even be able to watch him.
She said that too. She was like really pissed off about it. But
as she should be.
It was a premiere. It wasn't like she could avoid it other than just not showing up at the premiere. And
yeah,
I thought it was funny. They were like, yeah, we're only inviting like 200 of our closest friends. I'm like, girl, stop.
200.
Chris, stop. Like nobody has 200 close friends.
That is wild. That is wild.
Very interesting. I don't know which one is with Travis.
Girl, Kylie, girl.
No, not Travis Scott.
Oh, Travis Barker. Oh, Courtney. Yeah, they got two Travises now.
Yeah, they have two Travises.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Courtney. I think their relationship is cute.
I like their relationship. Yeah,
and I love it.
Their relationship is very cringy. I think it's just because of all the PDA that they do or whatever, which I mean, I get that or whatever, but PDA, at least on the television show, doesn't really bother me that much. And I think they're cute. I'm happy that she's happy, because if you did watch like the original, like Keep It Up with the Kardashians on E, you saw how Courtney struggled with her baby daddy Scott for like years through like cheating and substance abuse, and it was just always something with him. And like her whole demeanor now that she's with Travis is like a complete 180. She's like a totally different person, like way happier, and it's just nice to see her so happy after seeing her struggle for so long. So I'm very, very happy for her, actually.
Yeah, she's probably just excited to get the love that she deserves.
Yes,
you could tell Travis truly loves her.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too.
It's a lot of PDA, but to me it's cute. It's kind of, I think
it's cute too.
Cheesy cute. Yeah.
Yes, and they were friends for a very long time, so I think they're kind of making up for lost time too, because they were like totally platonic friends for like years apparently, and then they just randomly started dating and it worked out. So good for them. I'll be interested to see if she gets pregnant anytime soon, because I think they are trying as far as like IVF and things like that from what I've seen. So I don't know. Yeah,
it was just like the episode I watched. They like flew to Italy, which I thought was super cool, just to like try on stuff for the wedding.
I know.
That was really cool.
So cool.
I love Italy though.
Now, one hot take I do have, I wasn't in love with her wedding dress. It was like a short dress, which I think can be cute, but I feel like for the type of wedding that they had, it just did not work. I feel like a short dress is better for like a more like casual wedding. This was like a formal wedding with like him in like a tux. in her in like a short dress. It just didn't work visually for me, but she still looked beautiful, but I just didn't personally. I would have liked to see her like in a long dress, but wasn't my wedding.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I'm not one of their 200 closest friends, unfortunately.
Clearly. Chris killed me with that. I was like, girl, come on. But yeah, very entertaining. I think it's kind of lighthearted. They did, like, by the time I was leaving from getting my hair done, they started to talk about the lawsuit with Black China. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. So,
okay, yeah,
they do.
Gotcha.
They do tap into that a little bit, but
of course,
I was done, so I left. So I'm not sure what happens after that. But
you're not gonna keep watching.
I may throw it on. It's a good, like, fold your clothes, watching the background kind of show.
Just lighthearted, just brainless television. Yeah, I agree. You're making me actually want to go back and finish or watch season 2. Because like I said, I only watched the first episode of season 2 where Chloe is talking about Tristan and the whole drama with the baby and why she didn't tell people and all that stuff. And it was just so sad. It was so sad. So yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Never thought I would watch it, but if y'all are interested, it is very lighthearted. I think it is much better than Keeping Up with the Kardashians, honestly.
Period. And you know what? I honestly find the best shows when I'm getting my hair braided. So
facts.
Because you just end up watching something that you never would have chose for yourself because that's what your hair braider puts on, and then you end up into it. So there we go.
I think that's how I originally got into Love Is Blind.
You know what? What was it? I think it's Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. I think that's how I started watching Too Hot to Handle or something like that on Netflix. Yep. Or no, was it X? It was either Too Hot to Handle or it was X on the Beach. I can't remember which one it was, but I definitely watched it while I was getting my hair braided and I was into it.
This is very a Black woman experience that only the Black women listening will understand.
That's so true.
I have very much so got into shows. Like, she ended up turning on Grays for a little bit too. Like, oh, okay, I see what they talking about. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Too long, too many episodes for me to pick up, but it was good. It was cute.
Look, when you have like 4 to 8 hours of just sitting there, you end up watching some shit. So, and you end up discovering some great shows. Love that. I love that for us.
Yeah.
I love that for us. Okay, so Myra already gave a little bit of her TV update. Is there anything else as far as like TVs and movies that you've been watching besides the Kardashians?
I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas again, but
I mean, that's never a bad idea. That's never a bad idea. I still want you to watch Corpse Bride. It's on HBO Max as well as Beetlejuice. Just because we're not in spooky season anymore does not mean you cannot watch these movies. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She's not committing. It's fine.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. Okay, so this weekend I watched this newish, I don't know when it came out, but there's a show on Netflix called Inside Man. Y'all, it has Stanley Tucci, and literally as soon as I saw Stanley Tucci was in it, I was all over
watching that. No spoilers.
Because no spoilers. I won't tell anything about it.
Okay.
I love Stanley Tucci. Let me just say that. That's a white king right there. I fucks with him. Whatever he is in,
not a white king.
I need to be a part of it. I need to watch it. He's truly, I think he might be one. He's definitely one of my like top 5 favorite like actors. I just love him. So yeah, I watched the whole thing on Saturday. How have y'all not finished it? It's only 4 episodes. That's a quick binge.
we're actually gonna start it after we get done with this. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That was I'm looking on that. Like, we gotta share like little list of stuff that we can watch together, and that's on it. So
okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. You know what? I might go because I wasn't expecting to like it so much, and now that I watched it, I think Dallas might like it too. So I might do a rewatch with him because he loves Stanley Tucci as well. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. And I cannot wait for us to talk about it whenever you're done. So please watch it this week so we can talk about it next week. It's only 4 episodes.
Is it like that's it, or is it more episodes coming?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Because I mean, the story is over. At least I could see them doing a second season, possibly. I can't see them doing a continuation of this story. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. I loved it. I also randomly watched this movie on Netflix called Countdown. It's a scary movie, and it's basically about this app. Is it on your list? I won't spoil it.
I feel like it was, but now I'm like, we need to remove that if it's scary.
I mean, it's good though. I don't think it's that scary. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, the scariness, I would literally put it in maybe like a 4 or a 5. I did not think it was that scary, but I did think it was really good. So it's not high up. But yeah, it's basically about this app that you download and it tells you how long you have to live. That's as much as I'll say.
I've seen this. I'm looking at the trailer. I've actually seen this. It's not scary, y'all.
It's not scary at all, but it's
scary.
fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
Yes, I thought it was very fun because if you watch the show, the girl who plays Bex in the first season, she is like the main character girl or whatever. Tashina Arnold, who plays Pam, and Martin is in it. The guy who plays Carlisle Cullen is in it, and he actually plays a doctor. I was like, look at this cast is like, yes.
Now I'm like, did I really watch this or did I see a recap of it on YouTube?
I feel like
I probably seen the recap of it.
Mm-hmm. Like, but I think it's worth watching. I feel like you would have mentioned it if you like watched it like full out.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
But yeah,
from the recap, it didn't look too bad. Like it didn't look scary.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not that scary. I promise it's not that scary. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that or whatever. What else? I kind of started watching Gossip Girls. I don't know if I'm Gossip Girl. I don't know if I'm committing to a full rewatch right now, but I just needed something to throw on, and I threw on Gossip Girl. So,
are we still rewatching a Pretty Little Liars? I couldn't.
Little Liars.
Okay,
so I have been throwing on. I thought we did, but I've just been kind of throwing it on in the background also and kind of half paying attention. Like these first few seasons are going to be weird for me because I've already technically watched them, but I don't remember everything, but I do remember some things. So I can't really give them I don't feel like giving it like my full attention until I get to like new stuff, you know?
Agreed.
I don't know why Pretty Little Liars just does not do it for me like that. It really feels like it's supposed to be like right up my alley.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, maybe if I watch it with somebody, I'll be into it. But it's
not catching
thrown
me.
It on, like starting from the beginning. Like I remember some things, but not fully. But I never finished it. I don't know.
I never finished it.
It seems perfect. It seems right up our alley. But yeah, it doesn't capture me.
No, I think I kind of feel like, you know, like in a scary movie, you might go through the whole movie and you find out who the killer is in like the last 5 minutes or whatever. And you literally didn't know for the whole rest of the movie, but the movie's only like an hour and a half. Whereas Pretty Little Liars is season after season after season of not knowing who A is and then finding out who A is and then A being somebody else all of a sudden and not knowing who that person. I feel like it's just not enough there. Like I feel like the whole A saga should have maybe went on for like a season or two and then they moved on to something else. They literally had the same storyline for the entire show basically. Who is A? I feel like I just got tired of that.
It's probably better suited for like a movie trilogy than a episodic season. Yeah.
I truly think that's what made me lose interest because like after a while I just didn't even care who A was anymore.
Same, like
I'm just
that's why I stopped watching it.
I was just over it. Like this is too much. This is too much.
Yeah, but maybe if it was like 3 movies and then like we figure it out and that's the end of it, like
and that's
I feel like it'd be really, really good.
Yeah,
it doesn't need all these different seasons and then
it's
episodes.
Like every season is an hour long. Like every episode is an hour long. It's like 20 plus like episodes per season. It's just a lot. It's a lot with the same.
Kept them employed, but
yeah, for real. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't watch it when it was live. It just never caught my interest. I'm not really sure, but I much prefer Vampire Diaries. And I will rewatch Vampire Diaries again in a second because I love it. So,
A lot of people told me not to start it because I'll get disappointed towards the end.
That way. I think it was I cried on the last episode of Vampire Diaries. I loved it so much. I don't feel that way at all. I don't know why. I would love to know. I'm inviting anybody who wants to jump into my DMs about this. You have my permission. Tell me why you feel like Myra shouldn't watch not Pretty Lies, but Vampire Diaries, because I just did not feel that way at all.
I will caveat the planner community has not said that, so I'm not blaming y'all listening. This is just, friends and people that I've not in the planner community basically. But yeah.
I mean, the only thing about Vampire Diaries,
alley.
I think so. The only thing about Vampire Diaries is one of like the main characters like leaves after like season 5 or something, and isn't there for like season like 7 or 8 or something like that. But I wasn't that pressed about that. They did not want to. I think they just left the show.
Oh, so they just kind of wrote him out, or he went on a walk for 3 seasons, or
I can't tell you without giving away a big like spoiler to the show, because the literal like last 2 full seasons is about this person's exit, basically. And the person comes back on like the finale, so it's nice. But yeah, I wasn't that pressed about that because So, but I highly recommend Vampire Diaries. I love it. So, yeah,
we'll see.
It's good, and it's on
HBO Max. So, yeah, HBO Max staying on my neck. They're coming out with The Last of Us. It's a PS video game, PlayStation video game, and I've watched Chuck play it. Like he always plays it. This is one of his favorite games, and it has a really good storyline for a video game. So I'm excited for that. So I'm like, want to delete the damn app and unsubscribe, but they keep coming out with good stuff.
I don't think you can. Nope. You know what? HBO Max, honestly, they just upset me recently because they were gonna do another revamp of Degrassi, and they're not gonna do it anymore. They scrapped it because they've been scrapping a lot of stuff. So I'm really disappointed.
Like they scrapped Harry
me
Potter.
Some Degrassi. Yeah, I know it wasn't gonna be like the original Degrassi, but it was still gonna be something. So I can still watch the original Degrassi on HBO Max. You can watch that. I love Degrassi.
I never could get into it. And shout out to like
season 3. I think season 2 or 3 is when it get like spicy. Season 1 is like for kids. Season 2, 3 is like when it starts going there.
Yeah, shout out to our Canadian folks. Not Drake. Forget him.
We still want y'all to come get Drake and Tory Lanez. We mentioned that on our bonus episode.
We're deporting him.
I haven't heard yet. But
both of them. Both of
them. Trash men. But yeah, I guess we can wrap up the show and give some information about our Black Friday sale that we're going to do over on our Patreon. Myra, do you want to give the peeps the details about that?
Yes. So we are going to be doing exposed. We're going to be doing a Black Friday sale starting Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and it'll end the following Monday, like Cyber Monday, like that midnight. Yes. So what we're going to be doing is making our middle tier, which right now is $15. It will be $10. So you have the option of hopping on for $10, and as long as you do not leave that tier, that will be your forever price. If you are currently on the $15 tier and you want to hop onto that, you can change it. There is a way to change it in Patreon, so you can do that. You can do an annual if you want, and it does take 10% off. So there is a way to save even more. So so we're going to have a special tier for that. It will be up for those 4 or 5 days, and after Monday it will be gone. So this is a really good time because we have a lot of extra stuff coming up. We have like a new Shots episode coming up. Y'all know we're going to be taking our holiday break, so this is a time for you to hop on, have some stuff throughout the holiday season while y'all are dealing with y'all families, whether good or bad, or traveling. All that good stuff. So you can have us in your ear and kill some time while you're traveling and everything during the holidays. But that's what we're gonna be doing. existing people, like I said, can take part in it. If you want to up your tier, if you're on 5, you can do that. If you want to downgrade, if you already are in the middle, do that. And it's a lot of stuff coming.
Yep. And that tier gets you access to our Facebook group. So all the Facebook lives that we do every single month, you get to participate in our live episode that we do every single month. And I know y'all have heard us talk about the Facebook group. It is absolutely lit. The lives are lit. The live episode that we record every month is so much fun. And you get to participate in all that. And like Myra said, like if you are a $15 person, you want to save a little money by going down to the $10 tier, you can do that. You will not lose access to anything that you currently have, and you'll just be paying a little bit less if you want to get on that. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too.
New friends in the
yes, super excited. I'm very curious to how it's going to go, how many new people, how fun it's going to be. And honestly, Facebook Lives are like literally my favorite thing to do with the Patreon, and it is very unscripted and we just have a good time. Literally.
Yes, we do. We really do. Yep. And so if you guys do join this, just to let y'all know, if y'all do that, join that tier, there will be a little bit of a delay. We're not going to let anybody into the Facebook group until after the Thanksgiving holiday, because obviously we want a break. Our admins are going to be taking a break as well. We'll probably be starting to let people back into the Facebook group on that Monday or Tuesday following Thanksgiving. Just make sure when you try to sign up to get into the group that you do have the password that is on Patreon, or you will not be let in without the password, and you will get that once you join that tier on Patreon. So some of the admins are nice. They'll remind you. We ain't. So hopefully you can reapply once you get the password, but we will hit decline, because I believe it or not, like our Facebook group is hitting, but somehow we still get found every now and again. So and people try to join.
We are really protective of it. All the details will be on the Facebook group. So if y'all could just, we will be having the holiday break. We want our admins to have a holiday break, so it will be a bit of delay to join the Facebook group, but it ain't, not too crazy going on in the Facebook holiday weekend, so you're not missing. We'll make sure everybody gets in that following Monday and Tuesday, so just be patient with us on that. But you'll have immediate access to everything behind Patreon. So if you want to listen to stuff, you will be able to do that immediately. Yep, exactly. And like I said, the Facebook group is so lit. Now Facebook has this feature where you can basically have like groups within the group. So we have basically like a whole nother group where it's just like a page in the group with just like a thread, and that is all about Go Wild 2023. We have another one about advent boxes. Maybe we'll make one about like Black Friday sales and deals. And it's just really fun. Like, one of the only good things about Facebook is the groups, at least our group. I can't speak for our groups, but our group is lit. That's literally the only reason why I'm on it. Is everybody that I have Patreon for and this group. But I love the new feature on Facebook, and I'm super excited. I actually have been toying around. They have an audio chat feature. So I've been toying around seeing if, because I know we talked about like doing like, listen alongs and stuff like, So been toying around with that. We'll see. That may be a 2023 thing, but you will have access to it as a Patreon. Yep, exactly. And when exactly does the sale start? Starts Friday morning or Thursday night? It's actually going to start on Wednesday, so that is the 23rd. Nice. I am going to let it go live at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be up until like 11:59 p.m. on the 28th Eastern Standard Time. EST, the only time that should matter, but Now hold up, that's not nice. Like, she's so unnecessary. Okay, some of us are on CST, and CST is just fine. But all the details will be in the show notes, or I'll figure it out. You can read more details in the show notes. I'll figure out a good way to put it in there. But
Yes, and we will remind y'all about all this on our November 17th episode as well. That will be our last episode before the Thanksgiving holiday. So we will definitely make sure you guys know about the sale and all the details. And we hope y'all join us over on Patreon. If you're not already, it is a good effing time.
Yep. It really is, y'all. So yeah. Here's your chance. We always say it every year. This is the time to hop on because we do be taking breaks. So yeah, I'm excited. I really can't wait. I really can't wait.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm excited because our November bonus episode, if it's not out already, it will be out soon. And we did a full episode of celeb garbage. So we get into why we need Drake and Tory Lanez put back in Canada. We get into a teen mom, reality TV. We talk about a lot on this bonus episode. It was a lot of fun to record, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it. So make sure you join the Patreon. Wait for our Black Friday sale and then hop on over to the Patreon so you can get access to that. Our Shots episode with a very special guest will be out soon as well. And yeah, that's all I got. Did you have anything else, Myra?
No, excited to see y'all come along. Hopefully y'all can join. Patreon did change the way they do their billing. So just like if you sign up for Netflix or Hulu or whatever, the day that you sign up, the following month is going to, so like if you sign up today on the 6th, you will be charged again on the 6th of December. Before it will only charge you on the 1st. So if you signed up for the 30th, you'll get charged for November, and then on the 1st of December you'll get charged for December again. So it's like you would be paying twice immediately. So I appreciate them changing that up, so that way, easy for us planners to keep up with it. And I know a lot of people wouldn't join Patreon because of all that confusion. So yeah.
I think it makes, we'll have to talk about that because I have the questions off air.
Okay. Guys, we'll talk about it.
That is it for this episode. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and we will talk to y'all next week.
Bye, guys.